Good morning, students. We'll start with the next topic, that is crop variety improvement. We have seen in the previous class that these are the three factors or three activities which are needed for improvement of the crop. Okay, so we'll start with the first one, crop variety improvement. Okay, now this depends on the seeds actually. So let us see how we'll improve the crop variety. A crop variety that can give a good yield. Okay, now what is the meaning of the word yield? Means after you harvest whatever you get, that is known as the yield. Okay, the varieties or strains of the crop can be selected by breeding for various useful characteristics, such as you have got disease resistance, response to fertilizers, product quality, high yields. All these characters, okay, are needed for a good yield. Okay, the plant should be disease resistance, then it should respond to fertilizers, the quality of the product should be good, and high yield should be there. Now for incorporating these desirable characters into the crop, okay, that is method is known as hybridization, because the crop does not have and we are putting it in. Okay, so hybridization refers to the crossing between the genetically dissimilar plants. So one plant may have the disease resistant character, other may have high yields. So when you are crossing these varieties, that is known as hybridization. Okay, so the crossing may be intervarietal. Now intervarietal means between the different varieties. Interspecific means between two species of the same genus, or it can be intergeneric between different genera. So the hybridization can occur in three different ways. Okay, intervarietal, interspecific, and intergeneric. Now another way of improving the crop is by introducing a gene, okay, that would provide the desirable character. This is known as genetically modified crop. So instead of going for hybridization, we can directly incorporate the gene into the crop seed or flower, and you can have the desirable characteristics. Okay, now new varieties of crops, okay, which are produced by hybridization or genetically modified crops, they should produce high yields, okay, under different conditions that are found in different areas. Now farmers need to be provided with good quality of seeds of this particular variety. Okay, then the seeds will germinate under the same conditions, then only you will have the improved quality. Now the cultivation practices for the crop, which are related to weather, soil quality, and availability of the water. So after the seed is got of the particular variety, we need proper weather conditions, proper soil quality, and availability of water also. Okay, now weather conditions like drought, flood also affect the varieties of crop. Okay, then if the soil has got high salinity, that is high salt, that also affects the crop. So we should have the varieties which are tolerant to high salinity. So we can go for getting good quality of seeds with high tolerant to high soil salinity, high salt in the soil. Okay, so let us see the factors which need to be improvised for good variety. First is higher yield. So whatever seeds we should have, it should give us higher yield. Okay, that is the productivity of crop per acre should be more. Next is improved quality. Now what is the criteria for quality? For example, in wheat, okay, they see for baking quality. For example, pulses, they see for protein quality. For example, oil seeds, they see for oil quality. Fruits, preserving quality, how long the fruits last, and the vegetables also. Okay, so these are the different qualities needed in the crops. Next is biotic and abiotic resistance. Okay, now whenever you have got production of the crop, it may go down due to this biotic factors like insects, nematodes. Okay, those small insects and small caterpillars. And abiotic, that like drought, salinity, that is increase in salt, water logging, heat, cold, frost, these are all abiotic factors which affect the crops. So the crop production may go down. Okay, so these varieties should be resistant to all these things. Okay, then only the crop production will increase. Now change in maturity duration. Now shorter duration of the crop from sowing to harvest. Okay, if the duration of the crop is from sowing to harvest is short, then it is more economic, because farmers can grow multiple rounds. Suppose in 3 months the sowing to harvest gets over, so the farmer can grow the same crop 4 times in a year. Okay, now the short duration also reduces the cost of the production, so you get more yield in less cost. Okay, next is a wider adaptability. Now adaptability of the plants, where are they adapting? That is different environmental conditions. They should have these varieties which we are improvising, okay, should be grown under different climatic conditions in different areas. So the seed should have wider adaptability to the different environmental conditions. Okay, next is desirable agronomic characteristics. Now what are the desirable agronomic characteristics? First, tallness and profuse branching. Profuse matlab it's branching, you can see more of branching, that is known as profuse branching. Okay, you each and every branch will have many branches, that is known as profuse branching. They are desirable characteristics for fodder crops. So more branching, more tallness, you will have more fodder. But dwarfness is a desirable characteristic for cereals. The cereal should not be tall. Okay, the cereal should be dwarf. They should be short. Now, why they should be short? Because what will happen? The plant will require less nutrient. Okay, when the plants are growing. Thus, developing the varieties of desirable agronomic characters helps in giving higher productivity. So, all these are the characters which are needed for getting a good quality of crops. Okay, all these points which we discussed. Thank you.